Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
Opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome everyone to Allegiant Stadium. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders. Okay, now ready to get this one started. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Our first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Go.
Looks like a design keeper here for Fields. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stretch. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
For another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This is a design look for Fields. Cuts it to the right. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here comes Malik Washington. Escapes a defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Can't be lying.
Shotgun now for Milroe. They'll get it to Rashee Rice. Complete. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Milroe with it on 1st. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Gain 15 there. And it's going to be 1st down Miami. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it sets up 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cougar 19.
From the red zone now. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First down from the 42. Here's a design run. Fields has it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He splits down inside the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought in that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Of all the players out there, right, the coach on the field, the quarterback, well, he's got to know that play was dead in the water. At that point, just minimize the loss. Can't be tackled that far behind the line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go. Extend. Move it, move it. Go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Don't jump. Ready? 331, 11. Hey, never mind. Monday. Mayday. Set.
Fields now, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Well, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Escapes out to the left. He takes it himself. And Milroe goes into the slide with enough yardage there to pick up that first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the red zone on 1st. Flush down out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Milroe from the gun. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down.
Now, this defense is seeing a vulnerable offense right now, an offense that can't protect itself. First and foremost, before you do anything else, you got to make sure you account for everybody. And right now, this defender, well, he's taking this game over.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at 3rd and very long. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Motioning the tight end now. 3rd and long. Here's Milroe. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
4th down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there. Trying for it with Milroe. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse, taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to the air, following that pick 6. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely. Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this is going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. He does it, touchdown! The Raiders take a 13-point lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Come on. Cougar 19. Just the Eagles.
To throw. Here's Milroe. Left side. It's caught by Rice. And he's out the clear. At the 20. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By getting on that shot, you totally flip the field and the tone of this drive.
Now right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Have to come up with an unlikely 15 here on 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Darian Porter.
Well, they're in danger of going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
Fields with a chance to run it here. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line, get a good push, get a good gain, get some positive yards. Job well done.
Easy.
It's going to be 2nd and 3 when we return from our 2-minute warning. The Raiders with the lead at home here at Allegiant. Second and 3 now. Shotgun give here to Genty. He's got room to roam. And a big gain reaches midfield.
Hey, forget about it. Forget 1st down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
The 50-yard line.
319 gets that. EQ. Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. He's going to have this one down to the 28. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
1st down throw for Fields. And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Carl Carlson now to add one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21.
Raiders 28, Dolphins 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Washington now to return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. And down he goes. Raiders got it. Looking quickly here.
Milrose sacked. A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
From the gun, Milrose. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Takes it in at the 21. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
Here we go. 319 is not. Left side. Go.
Throwing on first down. Fields. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Looks like a design keeper here for Fields. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jack Jones making that
He
tackle.
was brought down by Jack
Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
This is a design look for Fields. Play not developing as they'd hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. Fourth down coming up. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
Formation for the
Now the
Raiders.
Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 19.
Now it's Milrose. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
First down.
All set to go now from the 35. Putting a receiver in motion.
Miami.
Here's Milrose, first and 10. This is cut downfield by Rice. He takes it down to the 33. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. Working quickly here.
First down. A gain of 31 yards. First down, Dolphins.
First down throw here from Milroe. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Dolphins 14. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Genty from the gun. He powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Fields. It's a screen play to Genty. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. That's a Vegas first down.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. And off to Genty. Ooh, he made most of that one. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that first down carry?
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here's the design run. Fields has it. And they make the stop. We're going to say about the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
Offense to the line fast.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Fields with a chance to run it here. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Gain 11 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Some of y'all done lost your mind. Baby, let me see you pop that spine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on old net, but I pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Looks like a design keeper here for Fields. He's inside the 10. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's another Raiders first down. First and goal at the 2.
Looking inside the red zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
More than any play in the game, I promise you, that's one they're going to say, I like to have back. The defense totally on fumes, on the ropes. And what a great opportunity to choose how to attack that last little bit of yardage. And man, did they choose poorly.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Covered by J.C. Horn.
Bronco Mustang 19. Bronco 80.
Shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
Gay set to kick off.
So after the safety, we're going to see a free kick from the 20-yard line. That's taken on the 7. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
When you get controversy contributions like that from your kickoff returner is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Giving this to Genty. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Yards on the play. And the Raiders first down.
This is a design look for Fields. They'll cobble together a yard there. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Motion. All right.
Here's a design run. Fields has it. On the move into the red zone. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders make it a 3-possession game. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders stretch the lead to 23.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Washington now to return. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
Well, at this point, they're going to take points any way they can get them, and that includes on special teams. He's had a ton of kicks hit his way, a bunch of returns today, and he nearly made him pay with that one.
Lions. Moving my team.
We'll go play action here. It's Milrow. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Fix the eagle.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Finds his back. Achane. He's taken down at the 30.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Viking 18.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Milrow with it on 1st. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Raiders getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, I admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball.
It's a foot race! He's at midfield! He's at the 30! He could do it! And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Washington now to return. Massive hit, the ball is out. And they steal it back on the return. And the Nightmare can... touchdown! The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the third. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense. You kind of rip their heart out, too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Washington now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Malik Washington on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's caught in stride by Rice. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Dolphins who have the ball, hoping they can flip the script because this game has been a nightmare for them so far. All set to go now from the 35. Here's Milroe to throw. And this one is launched downfield. And they pick him off again! Picked off by Darian Porter. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stand. We've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off. So the interception's going to be remembered by the fans here, partner, but not by the official score. The interference call takes that away. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. Milroe from the gun. On target to Royals. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one right down the middle. The Dolphins take 7 points off the deficit. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Fields with a chance to run it here. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Tonight.
Looks like a design keeper here for Fields. And they'll start have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down.
This is a design look for Fields. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one. And the effort brings up 4th down. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. Oh, and they fake it. This is caught. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on down.
Well, they tried the fake, but no one was fooled. Defenders saw right through that attempt to sell that punt. Clearly, this squad did their homework this week, and they knew that was coming on 4th down.
And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
From the shotgun, it's yours. Hits him on the in route. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be third and short to the 35.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Dumps it off to his running back. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Loss of a yard.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
This finds its targets. That's Royals. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Running forward, it's A.J. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Dolphins making the scoreboard look a touch better. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins trail by 23 now.
51. Dolphins 28. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
At their own 39-yard line.
Get your money out. I put money down on all of us, on my people now.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. 158, 158, Works right. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Finds him on the crossing route. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's the backup. First throw. Sends this to the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Dolphins will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. And you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Operating from the gun, it's yours. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Dolphins trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Second down carry for Achane. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, kid. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
That's him on the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Into the crowd, and that pass is intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations. It is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
Starting this drive with a design run. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Straight ahead with Genty. And 2nd down only works after a yard. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So time look defensively from the Dolphins here on this 3rd down. Back to Genty. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. The clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First down and 10 yards.
We're going to pass it here. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders continue piling onto this lead.
28. Dolphins 28.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Trying to push deep downfield. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You'd like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
From the shotgun, Ewers. This is Royals working left side. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Dolphins putting up points in a game decided. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. And reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
So put this in the win column for the Raiders.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Cooped up, mate. Look at they suit touch begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man. Touch hands. We about to bump then. Better bang yours. Cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. At the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's lame time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beats like it's Drake. Like the money in the bank, you better play where it's safe. Told him Bella fill his tank, run up to the next steak. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the public. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slimy stomach. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book, I could get it published. What? You don't believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see them. Got get it, go retrieve it, just short, small. When that's from Cali, with the cheetah print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wake up, did it change up? Is it light out yet? Did I find out where? Gonna walk up on the edge of the room in the bed with my